Sports Nights with Jorge.
All right, sports fans, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge once again. Late night tonight, but this is a recording. Hope you guys can see this whole entire video. We're going to talk about the NFL Combine Day 3, what has happened in the Combine. A lot of record breaking, a lot of stuff going on. But once again, guys, this is my opinion. This is what I think about it. Um this is going to be skills players, and it's jumping, throwing, catching. These are players without no pads on. Doesn't mean anything. You got GMs to go there, you got scouts to go there, and people look at speed, and people look at the highest jump. People look at their vertical, their leap, all that. Which with me, listen, nothing wrong with the guys, not bringing anybody down or any criticizing none of these players. They're professional athlete. This is to build their momentum as they're going into the NFL draft and build up, their draft picks. Sometimes those move higher and those move lowers, and that's what happens. So that's all it is, guys. And sometimes people don't understand that, but it's part of it. And right now, today we had what in another historical day. We had quarterback records from at Kansas. Taylor Green dominated, setting records for vertical 43.5, broad jump of 11.2, before running a 4.37 in 40 dash. The seconds, the fastest for the quarterback since 2003. Then we had top performers with Notre Dame, Jeremiah Love, uh, top running back with a 4.36 in the 40 yard dash. Washington running back ran a 4.33 in the 40, and Lorenzo Style, safety, recorded a 4.27 in the 40, the fastest for a safety since 2003. So it's all record breaker. Injury comeback. Penn State quarterback Drew Allard threw a drill for the first time since November 25. Knee injury, showing good progress in his recovery. Rising stars, the tight end Kenyon Sakid, I think it is, from and Ellie Stewart has strong performance along with interior defensive line Halton, who received a 4.82 in the 40 at 293 pounds. So it's just record breaker things they're doing, just to get themselves picked up more in the draft. Listen, I'm not gonna get hyped with that, guys. I'm not gonna be. I love the kids. Listen, they're in college. They're coming to the pro. Once again, that is just to build their stocks. People don't believe that, but I do, and that's my opinion, my personal opinion. Um, we're talking a little about Dolphin football here. I haven't talked about Dolphin football lately. I was gonna go live last night, but I didn't. So I just made this recording for you guys today. Listen, Miami has a lot of needs, right? So let's be honest. We actually don't know yet what's going to happen with the Dolphins prior to this salary cap thing. As you see, they increased the salary cap, and we had 3 million probably uh, under. So we had money. The moment they put in the extra amount, it cut it down to 750,000 or something like that, which is not much money. So there's a lot of work to be done now. To a conversation, we've been talking about it. What's going to happen to Tua Tagovailoa? I believe if he doesn't get traded, let's be honest, he's going to get cut. Same thing as Bradley Chubbs. There is a trade for Mika Fitzpatrick. It's out there. Uh, don't know yet what the package is. That's what the rumors are, and those are basically just rumors. So I'm not gonna put myself in a spot and put people in a spot that what do you think? Who Miami pick up at the 11th first round, 11th round? Who will they pick? We don't know. They could trade that pick uh, for a higher pick. They could trade down. They could trade up. There's so many things they could do. Right now, the main concern for the Miami Dolphins is their actual contract. What is their actual contract? The contracts of these players. Who will they be able to sign? Who will they be able to release? Who will they be able to trade? So that doesn't come in play until we officially see what the GM Sullivan's going to do and Jeff, the head coach. I've been hearing their combined conversation about Tua, about quarterback Tua. It's open. It's in the table for him. It's wide open. Uh, I still believe it's going to be Quinn Ewers, the quarterback. I believe we are going to draft a quarterback. Now, they talk about Beck. They talk about Simpson, the guy from Alabama. So there's so many things going on right now that we just don't know. I think it started by the Dolphins. To be honest with you, it's making probably the first cut that they need to do, and and hopefully they could work on that. So if they do, hey man, it's a plus for the team, right? So right now it's give me a second, let me shut this down. It's time for the Dolphins to make some moves, and they already have. They already have. They already cut some players. Tyreek Hill's gone. Uh, Another thing, they have to pay A Chain. Will A Chain get a big paycheck? We don't know. That's coming also. So we're gonna be, I won't say in a bind. We're gonna be in a situation is how will Sullivan manage this payroll of this team, the salary cap that we're in? Okay. Uh, Listen, I heard they want to keep A Chain. I heard they want to keep Waddle. That's a good thing. Um, they're getting rid of away of these big contracts that we don't need in our ball club. That, remember, Greer gave everybody extension, so they're planning to extension a couple of players too. I heard that too. You got Brooks, you got Brewer. That came up to extend. What about A Chain? Extend A Chain. There's so many things going on with the Miami Dolphins now, and we're really not going to know until officially this combine is over, which tomorrow is the last day, which will be today, the last day, because I'm recording this one day from another. It'll be the last day, and then let's see what happens. Then you got, remember, no tampering. Then you got free agency. So there's a lot of stake with the Dolphins. Listen, get ready for some trades. I see some trades coming up. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do this because with the salary cap, how high it is, and we need to, restructure some contract, probably release players, probably trade players, and I think Sullivan and Jeff are going to put the best product on the field for 2026. Now, win, lose, or draw, we don't know that. Nobody has put on pads. Nobody has practiced yet. We don't know that. The main thing that always happens with the Miami Dolphins, let's be honest, is injury. I haven't seen a team so healthy in a long time, and that's including the Miami Dolphins. And yes, injuries is part of football. I know that we're probably tired talking about it, but now I don't think Sullivan and I don't think Jeff feel comfortable with Tua being the quarterback. That they're going to give him a chance, they might give him a chance. Who knows? Okay? You want your job back, you earn it. Okay, we don't want to pay you that money, too much money for a quarterback to be in the sideline. Then that's the best way you're going to cut him by what? By before June 1st or after June 1st? Forgot what the deal is. They're going to have to do something regardless, okay? So they cannot keep this going on because it's like a carousel, man. We hear the same thing every single day about Tua, okay? What is your best pick for the 11th round? An offensive lineman. We're going to need a quarterback, offensive lineman, quarterback, edge rusher. We need to, okay? Because now, they're not trusting on Chop Robinson being the guy after, we traded for Jalen Phillip, who went to Philadelphia, which now is a free agent. So there's so much going on with this team right now, man. You just don't know. I'm not going to predict and say nothing about the Miami Dolphins because I don't know this team roster. It's wide open right now. So they're going to put the best product on the field. They're going to make the right decisions. Who's going to be a starter? Who's not going to be a starter? Who's going to fight? I know there's a battle for every position in this team, regardless. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver. And you think A-Chain, remember, you got Ali Golden, you got Wright, you got A-Chain. So you got a lot of potential there, man. if they keep A-Chain, they sign A-Chain, which that's what they like to keep, because hearing them at the combine, that's what they talk about, Waddle and A-Chain. Two guys that are future Dolphins to stay as a Miami Dolphins. But those things could change if something comes up in the draft and a good pick. I mean, I think anybody will give a first round, second round for A-Chain. Waddle maybe a third round, but who knows? That remains to be seen because we just don't know right now. And then, we all get caught up in all this gossip and all this, uh, I think if this happened, I think if that's happened. We just don't know right now. Okay. Yeah, it's good to be, in the conversation of all this going around the Miami Dolphins in 2026. It's a season with a tough schedule. Okay. New coach, new faces, new places. I'm a person. I'm very positive, guys. And be honest with you guys, I would like to see what this roster is going to look for 2026. And could it be a competitive roster? Maybe, maybe not. I'm my expectation on not that high on the Miami Dolphins in 2026. Why? Because you gotta be reality on this. Okay, you gotta understand one thing. Okay, this team hasn't won a playoff over 20 years. Making these changes, could it be possible we win the first one? Who knows, right? But at the same time, get ready for what's coming. I hear fans in my podcast and fans all over my work area. I got Dolphin fans, by the way. As long as we compete every Sunday, I don't care if we lose. But if we're in the game, we're competing. The big challenge for the Miami Dolphins 2026, I discussed it already. It's win in the cold weather, beat good teams, and something that McDaniel failed is to make adjustments. Now, I cannot say this about Jeff because this is the first time we're going to meet Jeff as a head coach. Everybody is. I look at the GM, Sullivan. Once again, great expertise, great resume. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. And I don't say this in the wrong way. Please don't take this the wrong way. That doesn't mean anything until these players hit the field and we see the product we have. We've been saying this all along. We get so hyped, so involved with the Dolphins. And I'm talking about my team. I love my team, right? This franchise started when I was born, 1966. Went undefeated when I was 6 years old, 1972. So, listen, if I could get a magical ball here, well, crystal ball, whatever you want to call it, and I could say, hey, man, this is going to happen, we just don't know. And we got to be real with this. We got to be realistic as Dolphin fans. Some Dolphin fans would disagree, but that's okay. I'm here to, respect everybody's opinion. Listen, don't forget to leave your comments and hit the thumbs up after you see this recording. The combined, the NFL combine is just a players in the draft putting their product on the field, showing their ability, their skills to get a higher draft, to be picked higher. Believe me, that's what it is. There's no other way to see it. Okay. And there's some players that do good on combines and they don't do good on combines. But that doesn't mean when Sunday hits on the field, these players could become an excellent player. Remember, these players are not playing with pads. They're not playing with any kind of coverages. They're just running, jumping, sprinting, whatever you want to call it, and they combine. It's when you hit the field, you put the pads, let me see how really good you are. And that's all it is, guys. I don't get hype on the combine. How many players are drafted in the NFL and they're still sitting in the line and they haven't played one snap in this league? And so much that, man, we drafted this kid, it failed. It did not work out. But in the combine, he was the best. You see, this is what I'm trying to say. That's why I don't look at that. I really don't look at that, guys. I look at the career in college. I look because remember, college and pro is two different things. Okay, The sports has changed a lot. The physical has changed a lot. You go to college, you go to the NFL, man. That is a big plus. I mean, it's like a major responsibility. And then what happened is, I mean, we could go back to the old days and don't go that far with Mansell, one of the good quarterback coming out. What happened to Mansell? What happened to Ryan Leaf? What happened to Brian Bosworth? Those things that why? Because man, he's a first round pick. He's a great pick. He's going to be an excellent player. They didn't make it. Not that they're bad players or bad person. I'm not saying that. It's just that we have to be careful how we say things. We have to be careful how we see things because they haven't taken a snap in the NFL yet. And I'm not saying they're not good. I am not saying that. I want to quote that real good. I'm not saying that. They are college players coming into the pro league. And when you come into the pro league, which we know that's the NFL, it's a different thing, different atmosphere, a different place. That's the way I see it. You come from the college to the pro, and it's going to be difficult. Now, some players come out of the gate shining, and they're awesome. Some players don't. And then what do we do as popcasters and sports pop? Criticize, talk bad. You got Mel Kiper, great analysis when it comes to players, and sometimes he's human. He makes mistakes. He said that Deion Sanders' son was going to be top draft, top five quarterback. Did it happen? Didn't happen. Shedeur Sanders. I mean, things happen, guys. Things happen in the NFL. Now, is he a bad quarterback? No. I mean, he's playing with Cleveland. Yes. Now you got to give him a chance, opportunity. That's why I say we got to give the players opportunity to shine in the NFL. It is not fair that you go ahead and get a draft. Remember, it's more than 900 collegiate players out there in the draft, probably 500 plus in the draft. Okay, you got 6, 7 rounds in the draft, whatever. And I mean, you got players late rounds. And I could use Zach Thomas as an example, the Miami Dolphins. Picked up by Jimmy Johnson. Oh, his size, too small. I don't think he can play in this league. Hall of Famer. You see? We'll be second guessing ourselves. We just don't know that. And that's the truth, guys. And some people, like I say, might disagree with me, but that's okay. You have your opinion. I got mine. Well respected. So that's all I have for tonight. I mean, the combine, one more day. This is it. Hopefully, we see better things. I mean, it's been a record, amazing stuff in the combine, things that hasn't been seen in years with this draft, with speed, with jump ability, with all the skills. But once again, when you put on pads and you hit the football field, what do you got? What do you have? That's all I'm saying. Anyhow, thank you so much. Listen, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Listen, join. I also have a membership. If you guys would like to join, it's only $1.99. That's all. If you want to join in, I will start doing membership videos pretty soon that only membership personnel can see. Those that have subscribed, I mean, you don't have to. There's no obligation. You want to join in. Everything I do here, guys, it comes out of my pocket. Nobody else. I do it because I love what I'm doing. I love sports. And most of all, I love you guys that join in the channel and we talk. Hopefully, I'm working on something that I haven't. I said it from January 1st, and I couldn't because I'm so busy at work. I want to get my new intro because it's not my new intro yet, and I'm still working on it. There's a lot when you got to do everything yourself. Okay, you do all the editing and all the video and everything you got to do. I'm working on that. I'm trying to work and partner with somebody to come live probably twice a week. You see, I don't want to be ahead of myself and tell you something to you guys and I don't do it. See, I was going to do a Monday night thing and a Friday night thing, and it's not working out due to my schedule, my busy schedule. We got NHL hockey going on. We got NBA going on. We got baseball, spring training. If you guys see my Oriole videos, I went live on the Orioles today. So all that it's a lot. So I want to get somebody to partner with me. I got some people in mind that I will contact during the week of next week, starting in March. Because that's another thing. You have to see their schedule if they can do it. And going live together and get the sports channel going to get more ideas and more you guys involved and you guys coming live to the channel, coming live and chat with us in the channel. So anyhow, you guys have a blessed night. Thank you so much. And listen, fins up. Uh, one thing I do say, stay positive. Continue to stay positive. Okay? The season is almost here. The only thing now is let's see what Sullivan and Jeff bring to the table for the 2026 Miami Dolphins. Once again, you guys have a blessed night and see you guys soon. Thank you so much.